Hello friends, welcome to FreeCAD tutorial, and in this tutorial we will model this part. And you can see that I have already modeled it with respect to the orthographic view, and you can also see that our FreeCAD model is matching with the reference isometric view. We will create this part from the scratch in FreeCAD, and for this tutorial I am using the FreeCAD version 1.0. So you must have at least FreeCAD version 1.0 or higher for this tutorial. Now I will close this file and we will create this part from the scratch. So here I have created a new file, and part design workbench is active, and now I will create my first sketch. So for the first sketch we will create this circular profile first, and for that we requires a body. So we will insert our body and on this origin plane, and I will select this top plane and click on the sketch, and now I will hide this origin plane and select a circle tool, create a circle, and now provide the dimension which is of 100 mm, which we can see here. Select a smart dimension and provide this 100 mm, and now we will extrude it to the distance of 40 mm. If we see in a side view, so we can see here dimension 40, and now I will come out of the sketch, select the sketch, click on the pad, and give the distance 40. But here we will make our part symmetric, because we want our mid plane at the mid, and we have to create this both the faces. So here click on symmetric to the plane and say OK. Now once you made it symmetric to the plane, so we can see that our top plane is at the mid, and these two features will come on this plane. Now I will off the plane and we will move to the next feature. So as we have made the symmetric, so we will select this top plane and click on the sketch, and here we will create this profile, and here we will create this outer boundary, and then we will extrude it, and after that we will create a cut. So let's read the dimensions and create this sketch. So I will off the origin plane, and for better visibility I will switch to the wireframe from here, or shortcut is V3, so we can press the shortcut as well. Now for right orientation I will go to the isometric view and select this top, and now I will create the profile. So first thing we will do is to create two diameter, which will be the construction geometry, and we will first fix that, and after that, so this diameter is on the same axis with origin. So here I will create a circle, and center to center distance is 110. So I will select a smart dimension and provide 110, and here we can see that this diameter is a 60. So provide the diameter, and now we will create this circle, and here we can see the angle of 51 degree. But before that, let's select this diameter and made it construction. And now first we will create a line and select the smart dimension and provide this angle which is of 51 degree, and we will make it a construction, and aligns dimension is of 127. So we will select our dimension and provide 127, and here I will move this angle, and now here I will create a circle. Now here, instead of giving a diameter dimensions, I will select this and made it equal, and at the same times I will make it construction. So this is the positions, and around this we will create our profile. So here we see that here is a radius of R12. So we will create first 4 tangent line, and we will also project this outer diameter. Click on project geometry and project this outer diameter, and now we will create 4 tangent lines. So let's first create 2 inclined line on both the side, and select this and provide the tangency. Select this and provide a tangency. Let's move it to the here, and now here is a tangent and tangent. Now we will use the trim tool, trim the extra line, and here we will provide the tangency. So we will select this line and arc, and provide the tangent, and click on the trim. And now here, if you see, if we move this point, it is fully constrained, and we will keep this point as a free. And now we will draw the tangent line on both the side to this diameter. So create a 2 inclined line, and now select this and add a tangent. Select this and add a tangent, and here I will extend this line and select this and add a tangent. Now here I will select this point and add a coincidence constraint, and here same way we will trim the extra geometry, trim this extended line. Now make this normal, same way also trim here. Now we will close our profile. So for this, let's create a 3-point arc. Go here and select a 3-point arc. Select these 2 points and create an arc, and here provide the tangency, and make the center coincidence, and let's move this point. Same way we will create a 3-point arc here, and before that so here let's create an arc, and then we will constrain it. Now first thing which I will do is to make the center coincidence, and now this point is free. So we will give one reference dimension between this and make it a reference, and we will make this and this angle same. So here we will give the same angle, 9.06067, and here we will use the fillet tool to create a fillet. So click on the fillet and select this and this. We will constrain this radius with R12. Select it and provide radius of R12. Like here we have given the angle, and now here we will do the same thing. We will select the angular dimension and give the dimension and make it a reference. So it is a 10.4757. We will do the same thing and we will give it 10.4757. so our sketch is fully constrained, but here is a one loop is open. So we will create a 3-point arc, select this point, and select this and this, and add a tangent. So our sketch is fully constrained, and now we will come out of the sketch, and here we will create the pad of a 22 mm. So here is a dimension is given, and both the side it is of a 22. So select the sketch, click on the pad, and here we will make it symmetric to the plane, and give it a dimensions 22 and say OK. Now let's move to the next feature. In the next feature we will create this cut which we can see in isometric. So let's switch to the isometric and select this face and click on the sketch, and now here I will project this radius. Click on project geometry and project this radius and this radius as well. And now we will create a construction diameter which will be equal to our projected radius. Select this and this and say OK. Select it and made it construction. Same way we will switch to the wireframe. At this location this is the diameter already projected, so we do not need a construction geometry. And now if you see the wall thickness, so here 10 mm is given. So for this we will create a wall thickness 10 mm from this edge, and this edge. So let's click on project geometry and project this edge and this edge. And now here we will create a 2 arc and join with the line. So let's select the 3-point arc and create one arc. Same way again select a 3-point arc and create a 3-point arc. And now we will create a line by joining these 2 points. Select the line tool, select this and join it. Select this and this, join it. And now we will select this and this and add a parallel constraint. Similarly this and this and add a parallel constraint. And now we will select a smart dimension and provide the 10 mm. Select this and provide 10 mm. And now here is a R5 is a fillet. So we will also create this fillet inside of this sketch. So let's select a fillet tool, create a fillet, select this and this. So 4 fillet is added on the 4 corners. And now we will select a smart dimension and make one of the fillet, and we will select this fillet and press the control key and select all 4 fillets and made it equal. So now let's see what is the unconstrained. Let's select the radius. So here we can see that center is not coincidence. So we will rotate it and we will select this and made it equal, and select the center and add a coincidence. Similarly select this radius, and here we will first made it equal, and let's select the center and made it coincidence. So our sketch is fully constrained. Here you can do one thing, you can create a rough profile, add a fillet, and then add the dimensions. So we will come out of it, we will create a cut tool and give the depth 6 mm. And now say OK. Now we will create one more cut on the other side with the same method. We will select the face and click on the sketch, and here we will same way project this outer radius, select a circle tool and create a circle, and here we will make it as a construction circle, and we will again project this outer one, and we will switch to the wireframe view for better visibility. And here we will select 3-point arc tool and create an arc on here and here, and same way we will move this point and create a line. Select this and select this, and now let's add the 4 fillet of R5. So why I'm making the fillet inside the sketch? Because FreeCAD fillet issue is very common, so avoid that I am creating the fillet inside the sketch, but you can also give these fillets at the end. Now I will select a fillet tool and select this line and arc, select this line and arc, select this line and arc here and here. Now wall thickness is 10 mm from the edge, so we will click on the project geometry and make it parallel. Select it and make it parallel. And now let's constrain one of the radius, make it 5 mm, and now let's select all the radius and made it equal. Now here center got shifted, so we will add and make it a coincidence, and then we will make it equal. Same way we will select this and this and add it equal, and we will add a coincident. Now let's add the wall thickness of a 10 mm, select a dimension and give it a 10 mm. Similarly select this and give it a 10 mm. So you can see that sketch is fully constrained, and now we will create a cut of a 6 mm. Say OK. Now these cuts which we see on our top view is the same on the bottom side, so we will select this both the pocket and click on the mirror option, and from here we will click on the select reference and select this our mid plane, and we can see that it is successfully mirror on the other side, and say OK. Now here we see the hole which is 4 mm depth, so we will create this hole. So for this we will select this face and click on the sketch, and now here we can see the distance is a 20 mm, so on the same axis here, so we will select a circle and create a circle, and its diameter is of a 44, which we can see here. Select a smart dimension and provide the diameter 44, and again select a smart dimension, and from center to center is of 20 mm. Now let's move the dimension. This is the 20 and this is the 44. Come out of the sketch and make this 4 mm depth cut. Select the sketch and click on the pocket tool, and here give the depth 4 mm and say OK. Now we will mirror this cut on the other side, because we can see that 4 mm depth at the top and bottom. So select the pocket and click on the mirror tool, and from here click on the select reference and select this top plane and say OK. Now press 0, and now we will create a hole and we will polar pattern it. Let's select this face and click on the sketch, and now here we will switch to the wireframe view, and we will project this diameter, because we are going to make this polar pattern with respect to axis of our cut. So click on the project geometry and project it, and here we can see that a PCD of 30 mm. So we will select a circle, select smart dimension, make it 30, and we will make it a construction because it is a PCD diameter. And now we will create this hole which will be the coincidence on this diameter and this axis. So we will select a circle and create a circle here, and this is of diameter 8 mm, provide it 8 mm, and now we will make first coincident with the axis and then other coincidence on this arc. So this is the sketch is fully constrained, and now this is the simple drill hole. So I am going to make with a cut, but you can also use the hole wizard tool. Now I will say it true all and say OK. Now we will polar pattern it. So select the pocket and click on the polar pattern, and now here number of hole is of 7, so give the quantity 7, and here we will select a reference and we will select this diameter and say OK. So you can see that the polar pattern hole is created. Now we will create this cut here, and for this we will select this top face and click on the sketch, and now here we will read the drawing. So here we can see the dimensions 10 mm. So let's first switch to the wireframe view and draw a horizontal line, and now give the 5 mm dimension from the center. Select smart dimension, select this axis and point and give the 5 mm, and now we will create a 3-point arc which will be concentric to this diameter. So for this I will select diameter, and now I will select a 3-point arc and create an arc, and let's make a coincidence, and now this is of R25. So select dimension and provide it 25, and now we will create one more arc. Select a 3-point arc and create a arc, and this center will be coincident to our origin, and set it coincidence. Now let's position it, and now we will provide the radius. We will create a 3-point arc here, and we will create a fillet here. So let's first create a fillet between this, and let's create a 3-point arc here, and let's provide a tangency. Set tangent, set tangent, and now select radial dimension, constraint radius, and provide a 5 mm, and now select this and this, and made it equal, and here also provide the fillet. Select this and this, and simply select this radius and this radius, and made it equal. And now let's see what is the unconstrained. So if we move it, so we can see that it is a freely to move. So now here if we see, the wall thickness is of a 10 mm is given, and this is of a diameter 100, so radius will be 50. So this outer radius will be of a 40 mm, so select the radius tool and provide the 40 mm, so that we get a 10 mm wall thickness. And now click on the close, and switch to the flat lines view, and now we will create a cut which will be the through wall. Now select the sketch and click on the cut, because this cut is through wall, and from here set it through wall and say OK. And now select the pocket and select the mirror, and here if you see, we will use this exit plane. Select reference and select this exit plane and say OK. Now let's move to the next feature. Next feature is to create a hole. Select the face and click on the sketch, and now here we can see the diameter 30. We will click on the project geometry and select a circle, select a smart dimension, set it 30 and click on close. Select the sketch, click on cut and set it through all. So here it is a plain drill hole, that's why I have used the cut tool. You can use the hole as well. And now same way we will create this diameter 21 hole. So select the face and click on the sketch, click on the project geometry, select the circle and create a circle, and provide this 21 and click on close. Select the sketch, click on cut and set it through all. Now this completes our model, and there are some common note about the fillet. If you see here, so there is a R2 fillet on the both the sides. So we will click on the fillet tool and select this edge, select this edge and select this edge. So here is a face is selected, remove it, select the edge and select the edge and provide here fillet of R2. Now press 0 for isometric, and let's switch to the isometric of our drawing. So this completes our model, and we have successfully modeled this part from scratch by referring the dimension of sections and top view, and we have successfully converted. And if you want to apply the colors to the part, like our reference color, go to the appearances and from here go to the custom appearances, and here you can choose your desired color. So here I am giving the approximate color, say OK, say close. So this is all about this tutorial. Thank you for watching and thank you for your valuable time.